Hi, it's been so long. I am Kristel and this is the Kristel Knits YouTube channel where I just talk about my knitting, sometimes reading. I do not post very often because I started this channel during COVID lockdowns and things like that. Really wanted a space to just talk about how much I love knitting, and I've kept it around because I still want that space to talk about how much I love knitting, but I now work full-time as a primary school teacher. I have two pretty big kids and life just gets in the way, so I do not post very frequently, but I'm hoping to post a little bit more this year. So welcome. I've already put in like all the different places you can find me, but you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitter as if I would, Instagram, TikTok, Ravelry, and I think that's it. I just recently changed my name on Ravelry, by the way. I changed it to Kristel Knits so that there'd be a bit more cohesion. I don't know if the change has gone through though, because every time I check it still says books, hooks and yarn, but that's okay, it'll figure itself out. Anyway, today I have a nice cold iced coffee because it's not horrifically hot here today like it has been the last few days. It's like 27, 28, it's beautiful, but the aircon's on. It's still a bit too warm for a hot coffee. My kids are at my mum's because I went and got my hair done and they wanted to go meet her new cat, so I figured while I've got some peace and quiet and the hair is hairing, I would jump on here and chat to you guys about what I have been doing these school holidays. I barely did any knitting in 2024. I think I finished a pair of leg warmers for my daughter. I honestly couldn't tell you anything else that I did. If I did happen to finish anything else, I'm just going to pop it here. I don't think I did though. So let me show you what I've been doing these holidays and I will talk to you a little bit about my 2025 plans. I also have my advents from Christmas just gone. Just I thought I'd quickly talk about what I got. First things first, Lisa of 1121 Windmills is hosting a sock along for 2025. Basically there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. The way I'm doing it is I have wrapped up 12 different, they're in that little thing there, 12 different sets of sock yarn. Some of them are like main colour, the contrasting colours, some of them are just one skein. All sock yarns, and I've wrapped them up in white tissue paper. They've been popped into a basket and I've got a little stitch jar that's got 12 different patterns written on them. And like at the start of this year, the 1st of January, one child picked a mystery yarn package and the other child pulled out a slip of paper, and I opened them both and they went together and I'm making a pair of socks. And my plan is I'm hoping to actually get, I've wrapped 6, I'm aiming for, no, I've wrapped 12, sorry, but I'm aiming for 6. It would be really nice if I could get all 12 done because I love this idea, because the whole point is to be stash busting. My stash could do with some busting. I'm also on a yarn buying ban for this year. But yes, I've done pretty well for my first pair of socks, but it is school holidays. So I've chose 6 patterns from the Sock Project by Summer Lee. That's what all my tabs here are. And I've got a sticky note in here. I'm currently knitting the colour blocked ribbed socks. So these look really nice. Mine don't look this colour blocked, obviously, because I only have 2 colours. I could change it and do a different colour for the toe, but I'm trying to use as much of the sock set as possible. Now the sock set I'm using is called Psycho by Marie of Obsession Yarns. I have put all this stuff on my Instagram if you wanted to go check out or see any dyes or things I have. I make sure I tag everybody. This is my main colour. And the contrasting colour is this beautiful bright green. Now the pattern is amazing. I have never done a ribbed sock before. But it's a 2x2 rib. First time doing that on a sock as well. For the first sock, I am almost done. I'm almost at my toes. I tried it on last night. I've got half an inch to go. So, yay. And then I can do my toes. So it's pretty much done. These are just for me. I had a feeling hubby might want them, but he doesn't. He said they're a bit too much for him. I was like, that's fine. I'm trying it on last night. I didn't want to take it off. It felt so nice. It felt even comfier than a regular sock. It is my first time doing a regular heel for a while, because as you know, I do love to cut my heels and toes in from a sock tube. It is going a lot faster this way, to the point that I am going to be ripping back another pair of socks that I've been knitting on for a long time, because they're currently in a tube, and I'm just going to knit my heel flap and gusset because I just can't be bothered with the tube anymore. And my second sock, I have already done my leg, my heel flap, and my heel turn. So I'm about to pick up all my gusset stitches and then do my gusset decreases. Then I can work onto the foot. I tried to like do them concurrently so that I did the leg on this one, and then when I swapped to my DPNs to do the heel, I then started doing the leg on this one so that I wouldn't get second sock syndrome. So that's sock set number 1. It will be done before the end of January because I go back to work. Actually back a little bit next week to start setting up my classroom. And yeah, just wanted to make sure I had at least my first set done. So that's my sock knitting plans for this year. I will try and keep you updated. My other one, I decided to do all the make-alongs this year because I'm hoping it will help me stay motivated and use up some yarn. All right, so I had an advent sitting around for a little while. Not a Christmas one though, well, sort of. It was a Christmas in July one from Stitchcraft and Wizardry. And it's just the most amazing die. I've always kept it in this box because this is like a gift box I had from a birthday, I think, during COVID lockdowns. Perfect for storing a 24 color advent. So keep that up here so I can just grab a next color because, you know, I'm knitting through this so fast. But I decided to join the Bougie Blanket MCAL hosted by Mad About You. So basically use an advent or any hand-dyed yarn, any blanket pattern. Mad is really loose and fast with the rules, which I love. Fast and loose, loose and fast. Look, she's flexible, okay? Yeah, she just wants you to use some of your yarn up and make a blanket. So I am making the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. I've already done colour 1. I am this far into colour 2. I did some today at the hairdressers, which was nice, which is why I'm not quite finished on this row, which is really annoying for me, but they were ready to rinse me, so I put it down. Sorry, I'm talking fast because my kids are on their way back and I want to get this done before they walk through that door. I'm loving it so far. Very easy to sit and knit on while I'm watching Squid Games with my husband, which I didn't watch most of season 1 because I thought it was a bit barbaric. Now I'm slightly obsessed. So yeah, those are the things I'm knitting. The other, I mentioned for the sock knitting one that I did 6 patterns from Summerlee. The other 6 patterns I'm doing for my 52 weeks of sock book, which I've never knit from. And I'm hoping that most of those patterns don't turn up until later in the year because they seem a bit more than what I usually do. So it'll be interesting to see how I go with like a patterned sock. Alright, before my kids get here, I'll quickly show you my advents that I got for this year. Technically last year. Speaking of Lisa from 11 to 1 Windmills, I decided to do her magical terrarium advent. I only did the 12-day one. I did do all this on TikTok this year because honestly YouTube just seems like a bit much to deal with while also finishing up a school year. For a 12-day advent, there was a lot of stuff in here. Ooh. Have I forgotten how to open a box? No, I'm fine. Alright, so she that's all my colour cards. She collaborated with a bunch of different dyers. And so we got, I got a yarn a little mini every second day. And then the yarns all correlated with these cards. So one of my favorite ones here is Pal for Potion, and Skip Rope Yarn Co. was the dye for that one. And no, that's Circus Tonic. It's the wrong one. There it is. So that mini matched with that. And how beautifully does it match? And that was like the theme, like that's how everything happened throughout the whole thing. And then you also got like, I'll show you the potion one that came with that yarn because it's just so beautiful. Lisa makes the most stunning stitch markers and little knitting, what are they called? Notions. Wow, just clearly not in like communication mode at the moment. So yeah, absolutely stunning. There was not a single thing in here I went, yeah, it's okay. Every single thing I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I'm fine. Sorry, I'm good. So I will definitely be doing, if she does another advent this year, I might even try and do the 24-day one if she does one because stunning. Absolutely stunning. And the other one I did, just already collected dust because Christmas stuff just collects dust really easily. I think it's from having a real Christmas tree in the house, to be honest. I also did the Yarn of Love Yesteryear by Sue of Ash and Eve Designs. Susan? I don't know why I'm saying Sue, sorry. So I've got this stunning project bag. I should probably put my blanket into it, actually. It's so big. Like, I don't actually have my blanket in a bag yet, so I might have to move into that. And this was our Christmas Day skein. This is a Ticket to Ride. It's so pretty. There are so many goodies and things in here. I don't want to risk tipping them all out, but I've kept it all like nice and neat in the box. So I've got, this is day 13 to 24, and then I've got 1 to 12 like underneath. And same with this one. This was one of the most generous advents I had ever gotten. The amount of extra goodies, advents cost a lot, and it's nice to feel like you got your money's worth. The thing is, I know how much time and effort goes into all the dyeing and the making of the extra things and the sourcing of the extra things, and I really appreciate that I can tell how much time and effort went into these two events. They didn't feel like they were just thrown together last minute and shipped out. You can feel the heart that went into them, and I'm fan for life now, so yay. This is my first time seeing like Ash and Eve yarns, so this inspired me on her Boxing Day sales to go and buy a stunning skein. So this did not come in 2025. I bought this, ordered it, and I'm pretty sure it arrived before 2025. I definitely ordered it on Boxing Day, so it does not count as a yarn purchase for this year. I have not had time to rehearse this argument with my husband. Anyway, this is the skein that I got. It is Bruin. It's from the Bare Necessities collection. I've been gravitating to, I know I'm knitting like vomit green, acid green socks at the moment, but I'm moving towards my neutrals at the moment. I don't know why. I'm just going to leave this out. But that's just what I feel like. I'm knitting a lot of colourful things at the moment, but I'm gravitating towards a lot of neutrals in like clothing and just life. I think it's also because in our classes this year we have to have a pretty neutral vibe. We are trying to reduce the cognitive load for our students so they can focus more on what they're learning as opposed to the environment. Like, we don't want their focus to be divided between the material and their environment. So we're toning it, well, I'm going to have to tone it back a lot. My wifey at work, her classroom's already neutral and beautiful and very calm, so she's going to have no issues. But I am going to have to reduce a lot of my colour and my stitch and stuff. I'm okay with it because I'm pretty flexible. I'll just, whatever. I can still have my stitches and stuff. They just can't be like up the front of the classroom distracting the students. They're going to be like towards the back or in like little reset areas towards the back of the room where they need to go to get themselves ready for learning. So that's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm excited to go in next week and start setting up. I think sage green and cream are going to be my new colours for my, I'm still having a stitch theme, but yeah, we're going to go a bit more neutral. I'm focusing a bit more on like the tropical leaves and stuff from like, because Stitch is obviously set in Hawaii, so I'm focusing a bit more on like the very pastel-y Hawaiian flowers and green tropical leaves, that kind of a vibe. So plans for this year, apart from my socks and my blanket, I've got a couple of whips I want to try and get off the needles or frog completely. I'm not going to pull them out. What I'm going to do is I might just take some photos and stuff and post them on Insta and just try and track my progress on them. In terms of like this kind of thing, I'd love to do like a monthly review. I don't know if I'll have time for it. My aim is to aim for that, and then if that fails spectacularly because life just gets in the way, then I will always do a holiday review. So like a what I knit in term 1. So yeah, I am PLC leader for grade 4 this year, so that means I'm like the team leader for the grade 4 teachers. It's my first time having this kind of responsibility. I am silently and hopefully like just panicking on the inside only, not on the outside. I don't want to show outwardly. I'm fine. It's fine. We're fine. Knitting is going to be my... This year, I think I'm going to have to make sure I just have a garter stitch project at school at all times, so I can just pick up and knit whenever I get a chance to. Yeah. I think there's going to be quite a lot of frogging going on. Like, for example, my half and half wrap. I don't love it. I don't know why. I've just now recently decided these holidays, I picked it up a few times and went, oh, I actually really hate this. I don't hate knitting on it. I just don't think I'll ever use it. So I think I'm gonna spend this weekend frogging that. And I'll turn it into something else. Because that's what you can do. It's fine. And I've got to restart those socks. Yeah, I've got a few things on my needles that I'd like to get sorted out because I'm just collecting whips at the moment, which is not fun. Okay, my husband is home before my children are. So I'm going to go. It must be time to get dinner started. And I hope you all, if you are lucky enough to have some holidays, are relaxing and enjoying yourselves. If you're back at work already, I hope you have time to sit down and do the things that you enjoy, because we should all be able to. Honestly, real life needs to stop getting in the way of knitting, doesn't it? Anyway, I will talk to you all hopefully soon. Sorry it's a short one. I just wanted to say hi, I'm alive. And yes, I'm still knitting. I'm not finishing anything, but I'm still knitting. Alright, I will hopefully talk to you. It'd be really nice to get another one of these done before the end of the holidays and show you my progress. I'll hopefully talk to you in a few weeks. Bye.